Hey y'all. Hey, this is Seeing and All Knowing. This is Seeing and All Knowing on YouTube. How you doing? I am Dr. Lisa. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and go over and follow me on Facebook at The Knowing. You'll see the red truck and you know it's me. Many more videos follow after that. How you all doing? How you all doing? This is my platform and I am the doc, Dr. Lisa. I am Dr. Lisa Knowing, and thank you for coming. Thank you for joining. If you're watching the replay, please go ahead and thumbs up the video. I would appreciate it. It costs you nothing. If you're looking at the video, hit subscribe. It costs you nothing as well. How you doing? I'm on just for a few minutes. Hey, Miss Teresa. I'm on just for a few minutes just to talk to you because I have not been over here today. And one thing I did say is that I was coming. Here I am. Hey, Miss Bobby, how you doing, sis? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? This is your girl. This is your friend, your motivator. All in one. Coming in to motivate you and let you know that there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. Y'all come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Who can you trust? Who can you really trust? I ran across an article. And you know, sometimes we got to be careful with how we do things. We got to be careful with it. We got to be careful who we trust. Hey, Miss Yvette, we must be careful. Yeah. Why do you say that? Because you never know. You never know the mental state of people. You never know. You don't know who you're really married to. You don't know who you're really dating. You don't even know who really your friends are. That's why I tell people, separate your professional from your personal. Everybody work with you ain't your friend. No, they're not. And everybody in your family ain't your friend either. You have to ask for the spirit of discernment. You really do. Who can we really trust? I was looking at an article in Florida to where about a week ago, I think it was like November 22nd, if I'm not mistaken, where a lady and her husband had decided to go their separate ways and they got a divorce. She had found a pastor. I think she worked herself up to a nursing practitioner. Hey, Miss Yvette. Hey, that's right, honey. And he said he was coming to get his daughter to take her to breakfast. One article said that he had breakfast for his daughter, but he parked across the street. They was outside putting up some security cameras. And they was probably putting up the security cameras, if you ask me, because of him. Okay? So they was putting up the security cameras. And as they were putting them up, hello, Miss Bobby G, he walked across, spoke to them for a little, for a few minutes or whatever, and he opened fire. Y'all know what I mean when I say he opened fire. Had a brief conversation. Daughter saw it all. She was on there with 911. He fled the scene and went to, not replay, Miss, I'm actually live right now, Miss Jean. He fled the scene, went to the police or sheriff department, told them what he had done, told them that he knew he had done wrong. Oh, yes. Now, who can we really trust? Say he had been doing wrong. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. He had done wrong. Yes. It was his ex-wife and her new husband. And again, the husband was a pastor. Okay? She had worked herself up to a nursing practitioner. He was 46 years old and been charged with 2 counts. Hello, Miss Jean. Y'all, Till actually went to bed. She has to work tomorrow. So she's trying to post that video. Of course, he's held with no bond, as he should be. He on live 2 people in front of his daughter. She's going to be traumatized. Hopefully they get her some help. They named them. And the thing about it is, I think it was her sister said she has never been that happy before. You all better open your eyes. I need the thumbs up now. Tell us, came a subscriber over here. I need the thumbs up, okay? Let's go to the next one. I'm trolled for being a teen mom. And having 4 kids by 18. I hid them all, but my parents let me do what I wanted, so I did. Okay. She's 32. She's the mom of 7. She actually from Texas. Shared that her parents let her do whatever she wanted to, so she did it. Parents, when you allow these children to do what they want to do, they do it. They do. You got to have some structure. Yeah, you do. Now, I was raised the old-fashioned way, and I thank God I was. Yes, because when you let folk do what they want to do, we couldn't do what we want to do. Oh, no. Y'all, please thumbs the video up. I remember it was a concert. I forgot who was coming because I'm not into that. I wanted to go to the concert because I was, I believe I was a freshman, and a 12th grader had asked me to go. So he came with his parents to ask my daddy and my mama, could I go? You mean, let me tell y'all something. I was raised that way too, Miss Jean said. That if nothing taught me anything, that taught me something right there. Never let nobody go in there and talk to my daddy and my mama about nothing. He came in there, good family, parents and everything. And they came, I told you we had a grocery store. Our grocery store, my daddy built it right next to our house. He got a commercial and everything. Child, let me tell you. They came in there, hey, Mr. Son, and all this other stuff. And they sat down and all this other stuff. And they said, our son would like to take your daughter to this concert. And my daddy said, now I didn't say it, now he said, what the hell did you just say? I dropped my head. I didn't bring my head back up. My daddy told them, my daughter is a freshman. She ain't but 14 years old. I know what them seniors looking for, and they ain't going to get it from her. I mean, just, it was so embarrassing. Okay? Okay. So I did not die. I got over that. Because, you think you're going, when you're that age, you think you're going to die about everything. I got over that. The girl I did not like, her parents let her went to the concert. Mm-hmm. Now, I told y'all I was close to my father. So I went back to him. I said, Dad. He said, what? Now, was he mad at me? If he was, he didn't act like it. He didn't. He just said, me and your mama are the parents, and we decide. And we know what's best. You don't. So it wasn't a really big deal until I found out he was taking her. So I told my dad, I said, Dad, do you know you didn't let me go and he's taking so-and-so, so-and-so? You know what my dad looked at me directly in my face and said? Her parents don't give a damn about her, but I care about you. And you ain't going no damn well. Of course, in that tone that I had never heard before, and that direct, I got on and went on back, And later on, my mother came and talked to me. My brother and my older sister went my first date with me, and the second and the third. See, that's how they was raised. So they was raising us the same way. So my mother came to talk to me. And of course, my Auntie Betty was always somewhere around. Yes, ma'am, Miss Bobby M. My dad didn't play. He really did. And so my mother talked to me. She said, you don't understand it now. And I know your feelings may be hurt. And that's okay. Your daddy love you. You close to him. You've been close to him. He having a hard time because you walking around like you're mad with him. Your dad ain't doing nothing but protecting you. And I told him you wasn't going. I didn't care what he said. So I said, okay, Mama. And my Auntie Betty, Like I said, she'd never be too far. So my mama said we had to go to a grocery store for something. So I got in the car with her, but we went to my Auntie Betty's house. She was sitting on the porch. I never forget it, rocking with her fan. She said, y'all get on now. My mama said, I'm going to leave her. I'm got to go to the store. I'll be back. I said to myself, it's a setup. That's right, Miss Ivy. So I went and sat on the porch. My uncle came by. He was hugging me. And he was kissing me and everything. My aunt told her, she said, go on back in there. I need to talk to her. He said, about what? She said, I said, go on back in there. You'll be able to talk to her before she leave. So my aunt started talking. She said, baby, we love you. And we're going to protect you as long as we can. You're young. You're naive. You don't understand. You're only 14. He's about to graduate and be 18. He's not going to take advantage of you because you're not prepared. You're not ready. And I said, well, Auntie Betty, we were only going to a concert, not to do anything else. She said, you never know anybody's intentions. I don't know what about that last few words that she said to me, but that never left me until this day. You never know about somebody else's intention. So you never know what she was saying about the intentions of others and others' agenda. You only know yours. I wasn't even planning on speaking on that tonight. But when I saw it, I decided to speak on it. Because she had 4 children before she was 18 years old. Her parents helped her hide it. Hey, Miss Charlene, I can imagine that's right. Those words stuck with me. I decided right then and there. I did. The man that I gave myself to, I would marry him, and I did. I did that. Oh, yeah. Yes, I did that. Yes. Yes. Remember, I was telling you all earlier about being naive. This was over on Facebook. So you may need to go check out Facebook. This man, he stole $11 million while inside a state prison. See, y'all think I be playing with y'all. I don't play with y'all. I tell y'all the truth. Now, he has an 11-year federal prison charge on him. That's him. 11 million. That's continued. Stole $11 million while he was in the pen. I told y'all gonna stop thinking the doc just be over here talking. I don't just be talking to hear myself talk. I come out here to educate people about things that they don't know because it was at a time I didn't know. But I wanted to tell you all about sometimes when I saw that young girl that said her parents let her do whatever she wanted to do and she did it. And she brought him a baby probably every year. And she's 32 and got 7 now. I have nothing to do with it. None of my business. But I'm just saying, who can you trust? That man unalived them 2 people. She had worked herself up to a nursing practitioner. She found a preacher. She was finally happy. And now they're not around. And they did it in front of the daughter. Okay. You know, I was tired, and I told Till I took a bath. I said, I'm tired. But I said, I got to go to YouTube. I got to go. Let me tell you one more thing, and I'm going to get off of here. I was looking at an article today. We got to be very careful how we treat folk. We do. You don't have to condone anything nobody does. You don't have to condone what I do or nobody else. We don't have to condone that. But just because somebody has decided for their life that they want to be something else, I ain't going to hate them. I'm not going to hate them. Everybody got to know the man for himself. But in this prison, This guy was beaten to death. Took 20 minutes. Hey, Miss Charlene, for the guards to come. And when they got there, he was unalived. More to come on that. Parents mad as hell. 20 minutes. 20. And he did it because he was gay. Allegedly, according to the documents that I read. That's why they did it. Didn't do nothing to him. Yeah. You know, I'm going to say this and I'm going to get off. This is probably the year of exposure. Before I got on here, I told Tia that I said, I think this may be the year of exposure. Things are exposing themselves. Yes, they are. There's a lot of things that are going to be exposed. Yeah. And you heard it right here from the dog. Right now, we got to be careful. Just because somebody look fine and nice or whatever, you still don't know what they got. You don't. You don't know if they have a mental problem, a mental issue, suffering with bipolar, suffering with schizophrenia, an abuser, a beater. You just don't know. It's critical that we find out. Yes. So who can we really trust? You're put into a cell and you think everything is fine. You're beaten to death. Yes, ma'am, Miss Jean. Everything comes to the light. We have no idea what's about to come to the light. See, a lot of people say, oh, ain't nothing gonna happen. Back in 2020, we didn't think that was gonna happen. If anybody had told me that everything would have shut down, I would have said that was crazy. But it did. And can do it again. I've already seen it. God is pulling the covers off of people, and it's starting at the head on down. Yes, it is. He's exposing these people. He's exposing them. And he's doing it right in front of our face. Yes. He's exposing them. It's time to stop playing now. And one thing about it, nobody is bigger than the master. Okay? People go around and talk about prophets, but they're out here for a reason. And all of them ain't false. I think, because I went over my 5 minutes. I did. Hey, Miss Joanne. But it be so much. When I start talking to y'all, so much stuff be going in my head. Oh, thank you, T. Everything continues to go in my head. Let's celebrate the first super lie. Thank you, T. Yeah. You go for you go hard for your girl because she go hard for you. Yes, ma'am, Miss Bob. He's exposing things. He's exposing people. If you ain't right, you need to get right. You do. Because exposure is coming. Yes. One more thing I want to tell y'all. Not that, though. That's too sad to even tell y'all. Not going to tell y'all that. Some of you all quit fast in a hurry. Some of you all that can't think that you can't make it or you're having a hard time. if you can, go back and get educated on some stuff. Get another skill set that's paying money. And there's a lot of them that will be paying. So, it's some things that I'm thinking of. And I told you money goals and different things, of that nature that can help you. But a gay man was heartened after a woman hit on him in the parking lot when their misconnection went mega viral on TikTok, helped them form a buddy-buddy relationship. I'm researching things now. Miss Bobby said, yes, there's a way out. And there's somebody you can pray with. But be careful who you trust. Don't get and stay with people just because of what you think they can do to you. They can put more harm on you than anything. They can. And when you do make it, don't forget about helping people make it too. I tell everybody that I see, you don't have to be jealous of anybody with any type of education. You can go back and get it. You don't have to be jealous of anybody with some license for whatever, because you can go get it. Nobody is better than nobody else. At the end of the day, you work hard for them and can't nobody take them from you. And of course, I got mine hanging on my wall. But people would think the master is the one hanging on the wall. They would think the PhD the one's hanging on the wall, but it's not. And I ain't never forgot where I came from. Without a supportive family, friends, I couldn't have got there. And I did mine in about 2.5, 3 years. It didn't take me all day. God had already did the assignment. The only thing I had to do is just walk in it. Thank you for your wisdom, motivation, and for the love you have for their squad. We need to pray sincerely and harder than before. Yes, yes, Lord. Be productive and trust the Lord. You got to. You do. Everything. Because I told you, I read. And I study to show myself approved. I don't wait till nobody tell me. I don't wait till nobody say, do you know Paul's letter to Timothy? I said, do you know it? Don't get to trying to question me. You get to know him for yourself. Honey, I got every type of interpreter you need. But you got to study and show yourself approved. And see is what people telling you really in there. Because people will spin it any way they want to. Just like you could be sleeping with the enemy. Doc, that can't never happen to me. How you know? How you know? You don't know. Do we really know who these people we get in an entanglement with or whatever we get in? No, you don't know. You don't know how low down and dirty they're going to be when you don't want them no more. I just told y'all what happened in Florida a few days ago. Them folk got married on December the 2nd. They're no longer here with us anymore. He went on down there and turned himself in and told the folk he was wrong. Come on now. Come on. I'm just saying it. Now, this is your girl, your friend. You really don't know people. You don't. Let me tell you, if you really know people, get in a crunch. I have seen people. I have witnessed people have a whole wad full of money. And somebody had came up and asked them to buy them a chicken box at the gas station. And they tell them they sorry, they ain't got $1. I've seen that with my own eyes. I told the man, I said, go get the chicken box. I said, and I think they say drinks come with them. He said, ma'am. I said, go get the chicken box. And I think they say the drink comes with them. He said, yes, ma'am. He said, but I was getting, I think, the 2-piece white or something, he said. I said, I didn't ask you what you were getting. I told you to go get it. And I think a drink comes with it too. And I'm going to pay for it. He said, ma'am. So I was in a hurry. I went over there. I said, ma'am, he want a 2-piece. She said, yeah. She said, he want a 2-piece. Well, I said, I don't care what kind. Give him what he want. And I said, do you get the logs or what? Do you get the logs? You get the okra? What do you get? He said, I like the potato logs. I saw her put 3 of them in there. I said, give them 3 more. I said, do they do rolls, biscuits? What they do? He said, I want the biscuits. They real good with the honey. I said, give him 3 biscuits with it and some honey. I said, will it be anything else? He said, no, ma'am. And I said, do they still get the drinks? She said, yes. I said, get your drink. He went over to the fountain thing and was just, kind of like seemed like he was nervous. So I said, what kind you want? He said, a Coke. So I fixed the drink. And I handed it to him. And he touched my hand. He put his hand. He said, you're a nice lady. I said, sometimes I am and sometimes I ain't. It depends on what day it is and who you ask. And he started laughing. He just broke out in this laugh. He said, I'm hungry. He said, I ain't ate anything in 2 days. I couldn't, I got a lot going on. So I said, that's fine. I knew the girl that was at the register. So I went back because I had to go that way that day anyway. I had to go 20 miles out. And I asked her, did she know him? And she said, yes, ma'am. She said, he's homeless and he's sick. Family don't want to have anything to do with him. I said, okay. I said, can I see somebody, the manager or somebody? She said, yes, ma'am, he's here. I said, that young man that be at your store, can I leave money so your people can feed him every day? Every day. Until I find something I can do for him. I said, because I don't have a plan right now. And I got so much on my plate. I may forget to come back. He said, yes, ma'am. He said, I know who you are. I said, okay. I said, how much will it be? I said, this is what it was today. If that's what it's going to be every day, I want to pay for it in advance. You know what he told me? I'm going to feed him. He said, I'm so sorry to hear about your loss. But when you get on busy, you come back. And we'll take care of it. I went there. Today, Friday. Saturday. Last Saturday. Went back. I was doing, I was out couponing a little. And I said, I came to pay my bill. He said, you don't have a bill. He said, you keep helping folks. I said, have y'all seen the man? I got some clothes and things for him. He said, he'll be back at 5. I said, give him these things. I said, I'm trying to get him in a place. I got to make sure he ain't got no background or anything. And I'm going to get him into a shelter. You got to stop and help folk. You do. You got to stop and help him. That man, he saw them. We saw the water. He saw it. He could have bought him something to eat. See, I don't know where I'll be tomorrow. But I know where I'm at tonight. But I don't know where I'll be tomorrow. I don't. None of us do. We got to be careful how we treat folk. Because you might be entertaining the angel. Y'all, I'm done for tonight. Y'all, this is sin and all knowing. And I ain't saying I know everything. But one thing that God did give me is a heart for people. And I'm going to help them till I can't help them no more. They do. Yes, they do. Thank you, Miss Teresa. Thank you. You don't. You don't know where you're going to be. And I'm hoping if my loved one passing by Somebody will help them. I love you too, Miss Barbara. I love all y'all. God gave me this heart. My father told me that when I was 5. He said, God, he told my mom, he said, God done did something with this child. Almost like she been here before. And my auntie Betty said, don't you never stop giving. And I ain't never gonna stop giving. Notice Mama Tracy is a giver. I love y'all. God loves you more. Good night. I'll see y'all tomorrow.